Yeah, I got to say, my wife hated me when I told her I was coming to a barbecue competition at a brewery in the Barossa Valley. She was like, "Oh yeah, have a great weekend. I hope it rains."
And it did.
And it did. Yeah. Hey folks, Ben from Smoking Hot Confessions here. It's day 2 at Fat Drip, and I've managed to get 5 minutes with Rob, the promoter of Fat Drip. Man, how are you enjoying the weekend?
I am enjoying it, Ben. Thanks very much. The weather change freaked me out a little bit, but it's settled down.
Yeah, that thunder that came through in the middle of the night last night, that actually literally woke me up in my sleep.
Same here, yep. I did chuckle though when I woke up, but it is kind of a thing now synonymous with my comps, I guess, is a bit of bad weather.
Don't say that. So, man, tell me a bit about how many comps you've put on this year.
So this year I've done 4 SCA, ABA back-to-back weekends. So this is the last one. So they've all gone quite well from my perspective. I'm pretty happy with them. And
so 4 double competitions?
Yes, yeah. So we did Up and Smoke in February in Adelaide at the Caravan and Camping Show, as you know. Then we did Fireside at the Red Rock and Ribs Festival at Morphettville Racecourse in Adelaide. We did Meat in my hometown, Horsham. And then we've got this one in the Barossa Valley today and yesterday. Yeah.
That's got to be a lot of work, man. What sort of goes on in the background that we never see?
It was a fair bit of, I guess, liaising. So this one, as an example, we had to switch venues on short notice. So about a month ago, we lost the other venue. So yeah, with a bit of help from some locals in the barbecue community here, we got onto this venue and obviously had to come here and meet with them, talk to the council. We had to go through liquor licensing to get their capacity expanded so we could have it. The site wasn't quite big enough, so we've got some land of the councils either side of the site. There's a fair bit of work in that regard, and then it's just, I guess, the logistics of it. I do it all on my own. I still work full-time, foolishly maybe. Yeah, but look, it is a lot of work, but I kind of enjoy it because it's kind of my hobby, I suppose. I stopped competing and started running comps, so I'm enjoying it. But it is, I probably spend an hour a day on
minimum,
comp organising. Yeah, at least, yeah.
Yep. So, putting on 4 back-to-back competitions, what do you need to make sure you've got to make a competition so successful?
Yeah, well, I guess for me, like when I decided to start doing them, my focus was the competitors. So I was a competitor for a long time, and obviously, you know, there were comps you really enjoyed and there were comps that had these little niggly issues. So I guess I was very keen to focus on it from the competitors' perspective. So I don't really have any interest in running a festival or selling tickets to something. I guess my approach is if there's an event on and they want a barbecue comp as an attraction, then that's the space I'm sort of in. So this comp changed from something where I was going to bring a comp to something else to it being a standalone comp, but I think it's actually turned out great, to be honest. Like it's going well. Like the brewery's awesome. It's a nice little addition for the long weekend here, so yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah,
I got to say, my wife hated me when I told her I was coming to a barbecue competition at a brewery in the Barossa Valley. She was like, "Oh yeah, have a great weekend. I hope it rains."
And it did.
And it did. Yeah. So as you said, you've come from a competitor background, so you've got that insight into what competitors want. This is the 3rd of 4 of your competitions this year that I've been to, and a lot of the same faces are turning up at the same competitions. What feedback have you had from competitors that they love about your competition so much that they keep coming back again and again? Yeah, I think they've definitely been enjoying site size. So we've tried to run with sort of a 6x6 as a minimum. Not everyone's got that this time, but it hasn't really mattered as it turns out. We had 6x6 for the people that had to have it, and others that could do with less. So site size definitely. I guess facilities, like access to facilities, like I've tried as much as possible to have a good surface. So we've done pavers, really nice grass, sort of all right grass, and then today we've got a bit of a mix of grass and gravel, I guess. But yeah, I guess I'm just trying to focus on ease. Like I think they need to be close to their vehicles and stuff like that. Like a lot of people sleep in their cars or they keep stuff in their cars. So yeah, I guess I've haven't really formalised it in a checklist, but in the back of my mind, all those little annoying things. Access has been another big thing. Like I've tried to avoid having any restrictions on coming and going. So I've done a few comps where if you leave, you can't get back in till 6 a.m. and things like that. Yeah, wow. So
we haven't really had any of that this year, so that's been a big thing for me. I have between comps too, like I've got a little Facebook group for the teams that have been in my events, so I'll ask them questions, and like they'll pick categories, and we'll talk about what changes we want or any suggestions and things like that. So that's how we ended up with the Jaffles category at Up in Smoke for the first time. Yeah, SCA, that was great. And this time we've done breakfast for this event yesterday, and that was a new one. That was the second choice on the poll we ran behind Yabbies, but we couldn't really organise Yabbies for this one. But we've got
that'd be awesome. Can
we've got that on
the
drawing board for a future one for sure.
Yeah. So you're in like sort of constant close contact with the teams then?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and the judges actually. Yeah, so I try and get a bit of feedback from them. So yeah,
that's great, man. That's so good. It's easy to see why your comps are really picking up down here in South Australia and Victoria.
Yeah, they definitely are. So yeah, we've got at least the 4 next year, and I have proposed some others. So we'll just see.
You're going to go more than 4?
Yeah, we actually back in July I pitched 7. So
7.
So we've dropped one of those off already, but we'll see what happens.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. Look, man, thanks very much for your time. They're getting ready for the next hand-in, so we're going to have to get out of here. This is the hand-in table.
It is.
So thanks very much for your time.
Thanks for coming. Cheers.
And thanks for putting on a ripper competition.
No worries, you're welcome.